You know, sometimes the biggest lessons we learn in life, they don't come from a textbook. They show up in these small, totally unexpected moments that just tell you something really true about the world and about us. And this story is about one of those moments.
So, picture this. You're in a university lecture hall. It's quiet, right? The only sounds are the professor's voice and the scratch of pens on paper. It's that familiar, focused vibe you get when everyone is just locked in, learning. Totally normal, totally predictable. But then, out of nowhere, that quiet bubble just pops.
It starts as a whimper, but then it grows into a full cry that just echoes through the room. Instantly, everything changes. Heads pop up, pens stop moving, and you can just feel this wave of awkward tension wash over everybody.
And over in the corner, a young mother, who's also a student just trying to get through her class, starts scrambling to pack up her things. You can just imagine the flush of embarrassment, the panic. Her only thought is, I gotta get out of here, I'm bothering everyone. She's about to give up her own lesson for the sake of the room. But right as she's about to slip out the door, something really amazing happens. A simple little gesture that changes the entire dynamic of the room. Instead of getting annoyed or just ignoring it, Professor Sidney Engelberg actually stops his lecture. But he doesn't signal for her to leave. No, he does the opposite. He starts walking toward her and her crying baby.
And watch how he handles this. It's incredible. He doesn't make a big deal out of it. He just walks up, gently takes the baby from her, and without missing a single beat, he turns right back to the class and keeps on teaching. It's like he's saying, without words, this isn't a problem. This is just life. We can handle this. It's just this masterclass in compassion.
So just get this image in your head. The professor is pacing back and forth, explaining some complex topic, all while he's gently rocking this little baby in his arms. And you know what? Before long, the baby's fast asleep. He didn't stop being a professor. He actually became a better one by showing that his job wasn't just to lecture, but to make sure everyone in that room could actually learn. And this is so important. This wasn't just some random nice thing he did. It was his whole philosophy in action. See, Professor Engelberg believed that giving people access to education means more than just having an open door. It means helping them with the real-life stuff that can get in the way. That one gesture was his policy. And as it turns out, that one small moment in that one classroom, well, it was about to have a much, much bigger impact. One of the students in the class snapped a picture, and you know how this goes. That picture went completely viral. Millions of people saw it, and it resonated so deeply. It wasn't just a feel-good photo. It was a powerful statement about a different kind of leadership, one based on empathy. It showed that real strength isn't about being in charge, it's about lifting people up. And what that moment really highlighted is that the best learning happens when we feel safe. A classroom can be so much more than a place to just download information. It can be a community where students feel like they can bring their whole messy, real lives without being judged or pushed out. Which brings us to the biggest lesson of all. The most important thing anyone learned that day had absolutely nothing to do with the subject on the syllabus. It was that you can't separate learning from humanity. They're connected. Because when we feel seen, when we feel supported, that's when our minds are truly free to grow.
So, all of this leaves us with a pretty powerful question to chew on. In a world that's so focused on grades and test scores, what is a classroom really for? Is it just a place to sort and rank people? Or could it be a community that goes out of its way to make sure everyone, and I mean everyone, truly gets a chance to learn?